Hey, this is Sam Berenson. I'm really happy to have Robert Randolph here at the Fox Theater in Boulder. I have Eric Pline from the Cosmic Collective recording this, and I really appreciate that. And another shout out to Live for Live Music. Robert, how are you doing?
Good, brother. How you feeling?
Doing well. Thank you for coming to Boulder, and we're happy to have you in town.
Yeah, man. Happy to be here.
So I first and foremost wanted to start with, what's your favorite part about coming out to Colorado and playing music with your friends and family in this state?
Oh, man. The favorite part is this is the best live music state there is, man. You can't. Seriously, man. I tell everybody. I mean, it's just, you really can't have a bad show in Colorado. The crowd's always into it. It's always pumped. People here love live music. They love, all aspects of music. It's a great. Of course, you can smoke here. Everybody's in a great mood. I mean, people just in Colorado, man. It's always something about the whole state, really. No matter where we go, man. We haven't had a bad show in Colorado. I can't even remember, man. Every time I come, I'm like, wow, it's amazing.
Well, I've caught you a lot on the East Coast, but I haven't out here, so I'm excited to catch you in Colorado.
Whoa. Well, it should be fun, hopefully.
Absolutely.
If not tonight, you come tomorrow.
I'll be here tonight. So I first wanted to also start off with asking you who your biggest influences are in Sacred Steel.
Sacred Steel, my biggest influences are a bunch of dead guys and then a couple alive guys. A guy named Henry Nelson, who's Henry Nelson is actually, I don't know if you know, Aubrey Gent is his father. Aubrey Gent's still alive, but Henry Nelson's his father. He's like one of our forefathers. Ted Beard, Lorenzo Harrison, the Campbell brothers, who grew up my father's age. Those are all, Calvin Cook. Those are my main, it's a whole group of these guys,
Totally.
Calvin Cook's still alive. Ted Bill's still alive. The Campbell brother, Chuck Campbell's still alive.
Nice. I'm curious as to what your approach is when it comes to infusing genres between tradition and contemporary, given your strong, lifelong church background.
Man, I think, music is just, when I look at all of my, big musical influences, whether it's Stevie Ray Vaughan or Stevie Wonder or Sly and the Family Stone or the Allman Brothers, all of those bands just make music. Like, for example, Stevie Ray Vaughan was all of his heroes were blues guys, but he somehow infused rock and soul into his blues playing. If you look at the Allman Brothers, who, they used to say they were just a blues band, and then they've infused all of these stories and all of these sounds and it helped them create their own sound, double dueling guitars and great songs, some of the greatest instrumental songs ever recorded. I mean, some of the greatest compositions recorded. And so for me, it's just really just always having something good to say, or if the story starts out bad, at least you're going to wind up in a good place. That's just my church background, whether it's a love song or traveling or being addicted to something, the outcome for me growing up in church is always to make people feel good. And that's really, for me, what it is. It's mixing a lot of the old Sacred Steel stuff into a Hendrixy, Zeppelin-y kind of way,
Well, I find it interesting, and we can both appreciate it because I know personally both of us have a strong relationship between our fathers and the Allman Brothers.
Oh.
And I appreciate you bringing that up.
Oh, cool.
Because we're big Derek and Warren fans.
Oh, yeah.
All about those guys.
Who are your fathers?
Who are our fathers? Shout out to Ron Berenson and
Scotty Pline, dude.
Yeah.
there we go. So I wanted to ask you and move on to the new album, Got Soul, released on Sony Masterworks, and what it means to be releasing an album on this new label for the first time.
It's such a great label. They're really a grassrootsy kind of major label. You know, they really understand grassroots artists, grassroots kind of reaching out to a lot of the grassroots fans, having guys like me, and of course Derek and Susan was on that label too, allowing us all to kind of just be ourselves and create our wonderful kind of, you know, blues, rock infused soul music, and have us be who we are, you know, and not really kind of get in the way of trying to do what's popular, you know, and they really, you know, I mean, look, we'll be putting out another record in another less than a year probably, I'm sure, you know. I'm already writing for that, so.
Well, that goes smoothly into the next question. What I was going to ask is, what ignited this desire to get back into the studio after taking a little break since 2013?
Well, you know, I recorded the Word record, you know, about a year and a half ago, and we toured.
We saw that show, both of us, last year at Boulder Theater. Amazing show.
Thank you. Yeah, we had fun doing that with the Word, and such great guys, and we did that. And so it was just time to get back in with the family band and do another record with the family, and then probably the next record, it'll be some other super band I'm trying to put together. We'll see.
Well, we love the Words, so we are excited to see what is to come.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the guests on your album, because I know some of the names that popped out, and a lot of them are big in the Colorado scene, as you said, how big the scene is out here.
Yeah.
And loved musicians.
Corey Henry was a great musician, great friend of mine. First. Yeah, he was one of my first picks because he's such a young, energetic, wonderful organ, keyboard, music guy. And then Darius Rucker, of course, you know, who's been a great friend of mine for a long time, knowing him in Nashville. And we always talked about doing something together, so this just really worked out and kind of all happened, you know. And Anthony Hamilton, who's another great soul singer. A lot of people don't really, he's mainly an R&B guy who grew up in the church as well. So I kind of wanted to have him come and do like a little singing, testifying little thing. Because I had actually played on one of his records a long time ago, probably back in 2007 or something.
Is Anthony Hamilton we're talking about?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we're going to have a little fun now. I don't know if these questions are going to be included in my Live for Live Music official interview with you.
Yeah.
But I need to ask you, do you recall your Gathering of the Vibes 2010 performance?
2010. Which one was that?
So, my good friend Aiden Pagnani, Boston-based musician, was selected from the crowd by you and pulled up on stage.
Oh, wow.
And there's videos of it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
But I was talking to Aiden last week, and he's now an extremely successful musician and playing with a lot of the big cats in Colorado.
Oh, wow.
And he told me that it was because of you that inspired him to pursue his career as a professional musician.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to ask you, do you have any defining memory that ignited the spark for your successful music career?
For me, I would say something I think it was the first time where I sang it with Widespread Panic at Bonnaroo. I think it was the very first Bonnaroo. We had been touring anyway. We had been all over the place, but I remember a lot of people who don't remember the first Bonnaroo, which was 2002 or 2003, one of those years.
2, I believe.
Yeah, and it was just a sea of people just having fun, and that was kind of the big defining moment for me, you know, because and then we toured with Panic all down south, and then everybody knew who I was down south because Panic is like the king of down south.
So people that know me and will be listening to this know that I am a huge Fish fan.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if you recall the Live for Live Music interview we did with you in 2015. You were the first person. It was called Fishing With, and you mentioned that the Fish Extended Light was your favorite jam.
Yeah, Fish at Dick's.
And that is my favorite jam in 92 shows that I've ever seen them play.
Really?
So I'd like
Wow.
to share that with you. That was an incredible moment.
Thank you.
And I wanted to know if you've had any chance to see them, because I know I read in the article we did for Live for Live Music in 15 that you try to see them occasionally if you have time on an off day.
Yeah, I haven't seen them lately. I was gonna try to go to the shows they did in was it Miami? Yeah, the shows they were doing it. Wait, what are they doing? The 15 shows that was in. They're doing that.
13 shows in Madison Square
Madison
Garden.
Square Garden. Yeah.
I
Is
think
that now? When is it?
It's in the summer. I think Trey
summer.
would be happy if you showed up.
Maybe I will. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'm gonna
Be
go
happy to see you there.
because I only live 20 minutes from Madison Square Garden.
That's what I was going to ask. Where's home base?
Jersey.
Jersey?
Yep. North
Nice.
Jersey. Right there.
Well, it was an absolute honor to have you and sit down and talk to you, and I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And congrats on the new album release.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for the love. Live for Live.
Live for Live Music.
Thank you, baby.
Absolutely.